guys, welcome to our channel. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how I did these knotless braids on myself. Let me tell you guys, doing your own knotless braids, it's a mission. It's a sport. It is a talent. No, I'm just joking. It's really easy, guys. Anybody can learn how to do this. If you haven't seen my first video, go check that out first. And you'll see the method that I use to do knotless braids. And it's the same method I'm going to be using today on my own braids. And yeah, I use expression braiding hair in the color number 8. And I did them pretty long, so let me step back so you guys can see how long they actually are. But yeah, I'll try to insert some pictures or something just so you can see. And yeah, like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know if you want to see a styling video for these. Thanks guys, enjoy. Hey guys, so I just wanted to come and show you my setup for when I'm doing my own hair. So here I have my desk and I have mirror number 1 right here, all the hair tools that I'm going to be using, my hair products back there, and then I have another foldable table right here and I put mirror number 2 right here, and then I have this stand that I bought from Walmart. It's like a kitchen tool, and that's where I put my hair and clips that I'm going to be using. And then I also have this mirror back here, mirror number 3, and that is a mirror I use when I'm using this mirror right here. So I can use this mirror to see the back of my head using that mirror, or I can just use these two. It really just depends. I get all over the place, but yeah. And I have a trash can right here just to get all the hair out the way, put it in there, and that's pretty much it. All right, so let's get right into it. Unfortunately, I don't have any footage of me doing the back of my head. It got deleted somehow, so I'm just gonna show you guys how I do the front, which is what really matters because that's where everybody can see, so that's the neatest part. And as you'll probably see, I got extremely lazy in the back, so my parting is pretty off. But anyways, I'm gonna start off by doing my center part, and I'm just taking my rat tail comb and parting from the top of my forehead to the back of my head. Then I'm going to section off the area of hair that I'm not going to be using at the moment, twist that up and clip it away. And then I like to have a clean spoolie on hand, and that is what I use to brush my edges and keep them out of the way if I don't want them in my braids. Next, I like to section off my parting areas. So what you're going to see me do now is I'm just taking my rat tail comb and using that to part each section of the front of my hair before I actually start braiding it. And that way it just helps me keep like proportionate, semi-proportionate parting, and acts as a template for me to start braiding my hair. So if you guys remember in the beginning of the video, the 2 mirrors that I was showing you on each table, that's what I'm using to double check the back of my head, just to make sure that the parting is also straight back there. Then I just like to brush out my sections, and then I'm gonna moisturize my sections with our shea butter. Make sure you check the description box down below, and I'll leave the link down for where you can get your own shea butter. I like to use a heavy moisturizer like shea butter, especially for styles like this where I'm going to be keeping my hair away for about a month or 2. It's a really good way to make sure you're sealing in that moisture. And I'm just going to flat twist that section away and clip it off, and I'm going to repeat the same thing with the hair that's left on this side. So this process is sped up, guys, so I just want to emphasize that parting is going to take up a lot of your time, so make sure you're taking your breaks. You have your water, your tea, your favorite Netflix show, some music. Okay, so I finally completed parting this side of my head, and I'm just going to moisturize my last piece there, and then you'll see me separating the pieces that I'm going to be feeding into the braid and putting them on the chair. I just like to keep them close to me so it's easy for me to pick up. I have them on the chair and on my lap, and Murray's Edge wax, of course, that helps the root of my hair look nice and neat and clean. And then I'm just parting off the section that I'm gonna start braiding with, comb that out, and then apply a little of the edge wax at the root. I will walk you guys through this braid, but if you want to see a more detailed video about the method that I'm using to do knotless braids, please check out the first video that I posted, and that goes into way more detail about how to get nice and neat knotless braids. So I start here by parting the hair into 3 sections, braid over once, twice, and 3 times. I grab a section of hair from the back of my chair and I feed that into the braid by placing the hair in between my index finger and my thumb. I like to lift that side up, braid once, braid twice, and bring that section back in between my index finger and thumb. Then I add another piece of hair. Index finger and thumb, lift that side up, braid over once, twice, bring that piece down, and then I'm going to add one more piece. Same thing, index finger and thumb, slide up, braid over once, braid over twice, bring that section down if I can grab it. And then I like to switch from overhand braiding to underhand braiding at this point. I will just continue to braid down until I have maybe about 3 to 4 inches left of the braiding hair before I start feeding in more pieces of hair. I only feed in the first 3 pieces of hair towards the beginning of the braid because I didn't want my braids to be really big. I wanted them quite small, but I also wanted them quite long. So that's why I add in more pieces towards the end of the braid rather than closer to the root, because I did not want to increase the size, the width of the braid, if that makes sense. From there, I just continue to braid down, and I will just let you guys watch how I finish the top of my head for the next day or 2. I'm so tired. You would think this would only take like 10 minutes. I have like 6 more hours. So this is the next day and I am done with the braids. All I'm doing now is trimming all of them, yes, every single one of them, and just making sure that I don't have any flyaways on my braids so they can look nice and neat. Then I'm going to dip my ends in hot water so that the ends are sealed, no unraveling was going to happen. After the first round of dipping my hair in hot water, I like to trim my ends, and I'm just gonna go ahead and trim it at an angle so that it kind of tapers off a little bit. And then once I trim, I dip it back into the hot water just so it's fully sealed. And I'm gonna do the same to the other side, making sure that I'm cutting about the same length as the first side that I cut. And I will also dip that side back into hot water. So here is what they look like after they've been dipped and trimmed, and I would say they're about knee length. For final touches, I like to add any mousse that I have in the house, honestly, and just put that all over the top of my braids and distribute it through the length of the braids too. And this helps just to seal in any of those flyaways that you didn't catch while you were trimming, and making the braids look nice and neat, of course. So considering that it was pretty late while I was filming this part, I was just going to go to bed straight after that, so I did not bother to do my edges. All I wanted to do was just oil my scalp, and I just used any oils I had on hand. What I had on hand was argan oil that one of my best friends got for me from Morocco, actually. And I mixed a little bit of aloe vera gel in there and some grapefruit essential oil. Grapefruit essential oil is really good for helping your hair smell amazing. And aloe vera gel helps with fighting dandruff, and it's a good moisturizer too. So that's pretty much it. And I hope you guys enjoyed. And I really do hope you guys try this at home, especially during this time when we're all in quarantine. Gives you a nice little hobby to do. Make sure you follow us on Instagram at athlete.hair and tag us in your photos. Thanks.